Republicans sweeping all over the country and Obama's plunging approval rating?
Well, I don't think it's so much Republicans sweeping. As you know, they lost that congressional race up in that heavily Republican district in New York that hadn't gone Democrat.
Yeah, but the Democrats threw that. They threw that. I mean, they had their...
Well, maybe so. Well, to me, the elections are truly irrelevant. And as far as Obama's ratings falling, that's a natural occurrence. You know, I don't want to throw water on the fire or anything for those people that, you know, for whatever reason, but I at one time had 72% approval ratings. Well, certainly by the time you get out of office, mine actually dipped below 50 later.
No, you're right.
When you have to make hard decisions, when you make those hard decisions, some people aren't going to like it, and a lot of people are one-issue people.
Jesse, we got a break. We got a break. Stay right there. Finish that up.
Have you heard that millionaire, entrepreneur, businessman, your congressional candidate, and author Robert Beadles wrote a new book called Here's What You Do? You can buy it at here'swhatyoudo.net as an ebook for $6 or the book for $10. And we have an audio book on its way for you commuters as well. Here's What You Do tells you exactly what to do to survive and thrive in these harsh economic times. This book will work for anyone, rich, poor, middle class, it doesn't matter. This book truly has the information that can make you wealthy, and it will tell you how to protect your wealth as well. You know the government isn't looking out for you. You need to look out for yourself. The economy is bad, but it's probably going to get worse. You must prepare and make sure you are able to financially take care of yourself and your loved ones. Go to here'swhatyoudo.net and start today. Again, it is here'swhatyoudo.net. That's here'swhatyoudo.net. One last time, it's here'swhatyoudo.net. Hundreds of nations have fallen to tyranny in the last century alone. This is our last chance to not relive history.
As we're finishing off this agenda, they'll be pulling the rug from underneath Americans at home.
They have tremendous influence on our president and Congress, and they really are calling the shots.
I think it's incumbent upon all of us as American citizens to pay attention.
Fall of the Republic identifies the enemies of our nation, the criminal offshore cartel, hell-bent on destroying sovereignty, and on its ashes constructing world government.
Tim Geithner, Bernanke, they're arsonists. They're asking for more matches. And the Congress is saying, who do we make the check out to?
Today, it seems like nobody does care. And right now in Washington, D.C., we have seen a fall of the Republic.
Get your copy of Fall of the Republic on DVD at Infowars.com or watch it online right now in super high quality at PrisonPlanet.tv. Hey folks, this is Alex Jones, and I want to tell you about Oxy Silver, the world's most advanced silver hydrosol that Dr. Horowitz says can make risky vaccines and antibiotics avoidable. You've heard Dr. Leonard Horowitz and others urge vaccination avoidance. Instead, use vitamin C, D, and Oxy Silver, along with Zeolife for broad-spectrum detoxification. Using NASA science, Oxy Silver is nanosilver covalently bonded to water. Oxy Silver safely electrocutes pathogens, oxygenates for faster healing, then delivers a 528 hertz frequency homeopathic-like energy that Dr. Horowitz proves is fundamental to life and recovering health. He also recommends Zeolife for blood cleansing and GI Flora Pro as a probiotic for intestinal immunity. Help others and earn extra income. Become a Healthy World affiliate free online. To order Oxy Silver or to find out more, visit oxysilver.net. That's OXY silver.net. Or call about Oxy Silver, Zeolife, and GI Flora Pro toll free at 1-888-KO-GERMS. That's 1-888-KO-GERMS. Do it now.
Big Brother, mainstream media, government cover-ups. You want answers? Well, so does he. He's Alex Jones on the GCN Radio Network. And now, live from Austin, Texas, Alex Jones.
Well, surf's up, ladies and gentlemen, and here comes Jesse Ventura into the info war. Coming up in early December, the launch of his long-awaited television show, Conspiracy Theory, on TruTV. Here to tell us dates and times and inside details first on this radio show. When Jesse called me back Friday evening and said, okay, I'll do your show first, I was extremely honored. And so, Governor, I really do appreciate you coming here first to talk about it. I know the media blitz starts later today and tomorrow. But we were finishing up when you got cut off by that break. You were talking about you're not surprised Obama's approval ratings dropped. Yours went from the mid-70s to the high 40s, but that was 4 years later. My issue.
Yeah, that's true, Alex, but it's going to happen. You know, the honeymoon wears off. The hard decisions have to be made. People many times disagree with those tough decisions, and your approval rating starts to fall. The positive for me, the way I always looked at it, was like this. I was in a three-way race, not a two-way race. I won with only 37%. So even if my approval, say, fell all the way to 45, that was still 8 points higher than what I won with.
Sure, and George W. Bush's went from 92 to 39, but again, that took
so
7...
He had to have been lower than 39.
Yeah, some approval ratings had him at 25. I mean, there's so many polls.
I guess he would sound with the hardcore Republicans. In the end, I can't see him even getting over 30% approval rating.
Well, I know Congress...
And that's just a political gift from his party.
Exactly. I know that the overall Congress, both parties, had an 11% when he left office, and it's now going back down that direction again. My point is, Obama's approval rating has broken records, according to the major pollsters, for falling the fastest in the first year of a new administration. And now he's losing his base. CBS News last night reported he is putting in 40,000 more troops in Afghanistan. And Jesse, I know you've researched this and are well read on this subject. Let's talk about this right now and then get into the show. There's 12 times the opium, 12 times coming out of Afghanistan of what was coming out 8 years ago. And even the BBC admits our troops are guarding the opium so, quote, the Taliban doesn't get it. No, that's so the banks can launder $500 billion in smack every year. Governor Ventura, your take on this war?
Well, to me, welcome in my lifetime now. How wonderful it is. Welcome to another Vietnam. It's that simple. It's going to accomplish nothing. Guys are going to die over there on a constant basis as they have in Iraq. And, you know, welcome to another Vietnam. When this is all over and done with, I do it right now, Alex. I sit back and go, how is Jesse Ventura benefiting from these two wars? And I can't think of a thing. And yet, we've got people out there protesting whether people should be able to go see a doctor or not. If we wouldn't have fought these two wars, we'd have plenty of money for health care, wouldn't we?
Absolutely.
And my point is, wars, wars are the most destructive thing mankind can do. And when he engages in them, it has no benefit. It's like Hermann Göring said, the best thing a farmer can get out of a war is to be able to come back on the same farm he left before the war started. That's the best outcome, the very best. There will be nothing more than that. And when is this country going to wake up? You know, I sit back and I can't say I'm speechless because I'm bitching about it right now. But I cannot believe that people aren't protesting these wars. And now we're sending more troops in to accomplish what? The Russians couldn't win there, and we're so stupid, and our ego is so powerful that we think we can.
Well, they can't win the state of objective to bring democracy and freedom to Afghanistan, but if the objective is to destabilize the region and have bases to menace Iran and China, and if the state of objective, the real objective is to launder drug proceeds, then it's mission accomplished. They just need to sit there.
If that's indeed what it is, Alex, then you're absolutely correct. It's mission accomplished. If that's what they're accomplishing out of this, I can't prove that that's what they are or aren't doing at this time, but certainly from a base perspective of Jesse Ventura, American citizen, I don't understand how I benefit by these wars one bit or any of the rest of us benefit by them one bit.
Okay, here's an example, then we'll get into the TV show.
Sure.
I know you've been busy with, producing the television show and flying all over the country, and we'll talk about that. You were really working hard on this. A lot of work, a lot of time, a lot of energy, a lot of money.
Harder than I wanted.
But at the same time, it came out 2 weeks ago, New York Times, that Mohammed Karzai's brother is the head opium kingpin in Afghanistan, and that he is a CIA operative on CIA payroll, and that basically so is Mohammed Karzai, and that our troops are guarding his poppy fields. And I was driving down the road a few months ago and heard BBC report the same thing before the New York Times did, and I already knew that. But to hear them report that, oh, we guard the opium because if we don't guard